MLB Network of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Gene Segura standing in, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon. For Philadelphia, the shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Segura.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees our first pitch temperature. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And he popped him up, and this will land foul. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a liner, but right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and one to Andrew McCutchen. Syndergaard has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes McNeil. Gone! It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hit in the air out to left field. And McNeil will put it away to retire the side. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
High in the air out to center field. Williams is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting center.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He starts the day leading the entire NL in slugging. You talk about power. He's got more than enough power. He's definitely fun to watch, and a pretty safe bet that he's going to put on a good show in this one.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. It was an 0-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Williams, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Batting first. The first baseman,
So here's Pete Alonso as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He'll come in here at 259. 27 homers and 62 driven in. The 1-0.
That's just out.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the belt, kicks and deals. McNeil, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. And there he goes towards second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with one away.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Michael.
Standing in, Michael Conforto. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. The 0-1 on its way.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
0-2 count and the pitch.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And this will be fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. That's down into left center for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
J.D. Davis the next at bat, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Way the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Barehanded for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch years have been high, it's ball 1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Soft liner to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Fouled away. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Phillies strand 1. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Digging in, Brandon Nimmo, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Brandon Nimmo.
First pitch on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Nimmo bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
My timing was good.
Stepping in now, Ali Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Belted high in the air out to left. McCutchen going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. First pitch of the at-bat. Cano, as in don't you know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. 0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Ready with another 2-2. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
Stepping up to the plate, Noah Syndergaard. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
He stopped at first and we've been on base.
He's set. Here it comes.
That's like saying the dude is a
Butt
hit.
attempt is
You
popped
go on
into foul
second. Does the
ground.
hit not count? No, that's the same thing. Because he shouldn't have that situation. He should have had the out by not by
Now a
third.
late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number 2. Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. They'll try it again. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. And Hoskins is there to make the catch. The inning is over. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. We've played 2, all even at 1 apiece. plate now, Aaron Nola. 9-1-2 due up.
Aaron Nola.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a tick behind for a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
1-1 the count. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Strikeout number 3 for him here this afternoon as he begins his third inning of work with a punch out. And that'll bring us to our Mets leaderboard. And as you can see, he's currently second on the ball club in that department. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. One out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
The left field, number 22, Andrew.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. From the belt, the pitch, and here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First and second now, 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Yank fouled off to the right. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down the first baseline. Scooped up. 1 there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Comes set. The
That's how the
0-1.
game starts.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
At 4 o'clock is nighttime. That's why, I tell people at 4 o'clock when you go to nighttime the game starts. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that location. Like, with Frost, what time is nighttime Frost? It'll be like 5 o'clock, 5:30.
1-1. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
There's one place there's times.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Phillies leave a couple. Home half of the 3rd coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready for another chance? Jeff McNeil.
No one fielder. Number 10.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1. Ball, that's outside.
Here it comes, 2-0.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
All even now, 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race.
Toronto.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the 3rd. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Michael Conforto is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this misses for ball 4. The 2nd walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Now in the box, Michael Conforto. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
That's the ball.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
What the hell?
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1 takes that one for strike 2 on the inside corner. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Popped up. Kingery is there. 2 down.
Now that is third baseman, J.D.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. He's set, and the pitch. Starts him out with the knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike 1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Didi Gregorius. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, JT Realmuto. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, the center fielder, Nick Williams.
Standing in, Nick Williams, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now here it comes.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
The center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
The pitch.
0-1.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Williams, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. So now to the plate, Ali Sanchez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Sanchez, a 22-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike.
Count is 2-1.
In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, right there, and he is out trying to take third. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. The 1-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And that misses ball four, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
First pitch on its way. Noah Syndergaard will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
set. Here comes the 1-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Cano rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So here's Jeff McNeil. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone into the upper tank. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
And guys like Jeff McNeil,
up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
Whoa, that's down.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit. So we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Has a look. Now the pitch.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
4 runs here in this half inning. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Williams. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now 5-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Scott Kingery. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Cano with it at second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Neil Walker will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Neil Walker.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Now batting,
and that'll bring up Gene Segura. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Segura is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down here 5-1. Robert Stock, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Number 89, Robert Stock.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
Here it comes. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. strike.
21.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Patience, and it's full 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jacob Stallings becomes out number 2 this inning. Kevin Kramer will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 44.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he might be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. The 1-2 pitch.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kevin Newman. He was a ground down victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2 out, bases loaded. Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Chavis is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Pirates leave them loaded. They're in trouble here. It's 12-4. Michael Phillies comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the arms that they've run out there in this one. Now to the plate, Rafael Devers. 0-for-2 for him to this point. 2-0 count. The pitch.
Ball 3.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Standing in now, Ali Sanchez. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0.
Ball 3.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Now the 3-0 offering, and a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in once again, Noah Syndergaard. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
The 0-2 delivery.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. The double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Here now the 2-2. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 7-1.
Boy, Dero, talk about adding insult to injury right there. And the pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, and if he throws a gem, Dan, without question, he's getting his name in the box. He's all over the box score in this one. Ribbies, innings pitched, strikeouts, all of the above.
At the plate now, Ahmed Rosario just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looped out towards short, but this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batter, number 6.
So it's first and third with 2 away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
And that last at that, when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
1 ball, no strikes to count. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Williams. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mets lead this one 7-1. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way. Not the best of sinkers that time. Ball high. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Fouled off. On its way is pitch number 75. And it's fouled away. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fouled away. Set to deal on 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 7-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the imposing power bat, Pete Alonso. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
Ball and a strike.
It's out 1-1.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. Kingery's there. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Next for the Mets, J.D. Davis. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, outside.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And that's over. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Brandon Nimmo would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 beater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
And he fouls this one off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
A runner on first with 2 away. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Mets leave 1. They're on top 7-1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Didi swings and belts a ball to right field. This is carrying well. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll move the runner up to second as it takes away the double play possibility. The 3-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second.
Now that's second baseman, Scott Kingery.
Ready for another shot now. Scott Kingery. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
This is line to left. McNeil has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Adam Hazley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 40, Adam Hazley.
Lays off 1-0. 302 is the average coming in. No home runs as of yet, and 6 RBIs. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Mets out in front, 7-3. Adam Morgan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Adam Morgan.
Last half of the 7th here, and next to hit is the catcher, Ali Sanchez.
The catcher, Ali Sanchez.
Here comes the first pitch. Chopped to third. And a rather easy first out.
The batter number 24. Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Cano waits on the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Morgan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The 0-2 home. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way.
Nope, at the ball.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner into the upper deck, but foul.
If I'm on the mound and a guy gets a hack off on me like that and crushes a breaking ball down the line, kind of note to self, I'm not going there again.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Matt Adams will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Matt Adams.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. And now a pitch on the way. And an awful swing there, 2-0, as the count goes to 2-1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Two out, nobody on. Fouled off. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Brad Brock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Trying to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Swing and a liner. But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Ready once again, Bryce Harper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball one. One out and a runner on second base. A ball and a strike.
One ball, one strike.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Count remains 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McNeil is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. On the ground for Cano at second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Victor Arano is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64, Victor Arano.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. The 1-0 home.
Ball, that pitch is out.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as they open it up to 8-3. Alonso.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
The 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. And he chased it in the dirt. Real Muto goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the run is Williams. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's now 8-3. Justin Wilson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Settling in now, Didi Gregorius. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Davis is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Hit out towards second. Cano gets to it. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
The center fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Williams. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here comes the first pitch. Wilson, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
And this is swung on and missed, so with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Philly down to their last strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer, when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
8-3 is today's final. The New York Mets took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Noah Syndergaard earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Aaron Nola was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.
Get ready to play planet.